Time to end this.
Who are you? Why are you here?
Could ask you the same. Places like this, usually home to necrophages alone.
They're corpse eaters, aye. And they grow bolder by the day. Crawl out to attack the living.
We'll kill them all. Clear the mine with our swords in our hands. Honor our fathers in doing so.
If you're looking to die, that's your problem. So long. Still here.
You back.
If you're looking to...
You're you dimwit! Drop one more and I'll keelhaul you!
Got a minute?
Preparing my boat, can't you see? Nilfgaardian dogs were the hunter's son.
Got bigger game in mind. Morkvarg.
Ah, So them's your apples. All right, ask away. In praise of Freya.
You were there when Morkvarg raided the garden. Heard you alone survived.
True. I managed to flee. Great Mother was looking out for me that day.
But she didn't give a lick about the priestesses.
Apparently. Morkvarg had them bound and slit their throats like horses for the sacrifice. And he laughed. Understand? He laughed. But Archpriestess Ulver cursed him with her dying breath. You are beastly now, remain so forevermore. Ah, saintly woman.
Didn't help the priestesses. Why not?
How could I? Alone against a dozen raiders that... Why are you staring?
Just wondering. You people, obsessed with honor, courage, and so on. But you just cut and run? Strange.
I ain't proud of it. Since that day, I've been seeking a worthy death at sea. Seems the goddess, she's not seen fit to summon me yet.
What happened to Morkvarg?
Hard to believe, but fur rose through his skin, and his mug stretched forth into a muzzle, like a dog's or a wolf's. He howled, long and grieving, then lunged at his men. They tried to run, but he was fast as lightning. As he killed them, clamped his jaws round their throats, they turned to ash, just like that. Ash that seeped from twixt his fangs.
Not good. Curse must be complex, multi-leveled.
Such is the Great Mother's power.
Liar.
What? I swear it on the Great Mother's tits.
Cut the act. Don't buy your piety one bit. You were one of Morkvarg's men.
Well, well. Sharp yarn. Didn't see one thing, though. Lads here around me, they're mine. Armed to the teeth to the man. Let me introduce you.
I'm no knight-errant. I'm a witcher. Didn't come here to bring you to justice.
Digging up the past? What's that for?
Need to know what actually happened in the garden. Gonna lift Morkvarg's curse.
Why would you bloody do that? Our son should suffer till Ragnarok. The day after, actually.
It's what I do.
Used to say the same myself, till Morkvarg gave the order to sail for Hindisfjall. I've raided often and cruelly. Killed women, children, whatever my axe happened to hit. But priestesses, it was too much, even for me. When it was over, and Morkvarg was drinking with the rest, I took this out.
Wolf-fang pendant, covered in runes.
I got it from my da, who was god-eye of our village. Told me that anyone I cut with a fang would suffer a fate worse than death. Spoke true, it seems.
Your pop-pop mentioned how to reverse this?
Victim needs to get the fang is all. But I'll not give it to you. That whoreson should suffer.
Listen, the priestesses, they really long to get their garden back. And as I see it, you owe them, don't you think?
All right, take it. But it don't come free. Want one thing in return.
Won't tell anyone about your past, give you my word.
Not that. If you do, I'll just find you and kill you. Once Morkvarg's human again, you can't let him leave. No matter what.
Remember that. I wonder if it's as strong as it looks. Yes.
You who grant us
You're
love,
yet too
hatred, and strength. Why does the goddess bring you here?
Brought myself here seems to...
You do not worship Freya.
No, but I respect those that do.
This does you credit, but is meaningless as well. For Freya rewards and punishes those of other faiths and infidels as she does her own. Worship her and it will help, though it will settle. What do you need?
Mind if I have a... Farewell.
Welcome to the Temple of Freya.
You a novice? Because I'd never take you for a priestess.
Truly? You've got a good eye, though a bit off in this case. I'm neither a priestess nor a novice. I escaped a pirate ship, was wounded. That's why I'm here. Sisters Astrid and Dala found me on the beach, near dead. They brought me to the temple, watched over me. I owe them my life.
Quite the adventure. Got a home to go back to, or will you stay here?
I've a brother in Ardskellig. He's surely mad with grief searching for me. Once I'm better, all better.
So long.
Greetings. What may I help you with?
Morkvarg, got a few more questions. The curse. Tell me more.
Archpriestess Ulva cast it. It bound Morkvarg to the garden for all time. So even if he is killed, he returns there.
Never heard of this Morkvarg. What is it exactly?
Not what. The worst man Skellige has ever known. He held nothing sacred, raided the lands of his own clan, took gold from Nilfgaard, murdered women heavy with child, and children he...
I know the type.
They said he feared but one thing, albeit secretly, the wrath of the gods. Morkvarg decided to prove everyone, himself included, wrong. So he came to Hindisvja to raid the goddess's garden. This was years ago. Archpriestess Ulva stood in his path. He stabbed her in the breast and cast her into the mud. As her blood gushed forth, she cursed Morkvarg, and he transformed into a monster.
Never heard of this.
Not the word. They said Archpriest.
Might have already run into this Morkvarg.
I know not.
Shame that. Was hoping you could tell me more about it.
You might speak with Toradar's son, Einar. He saw Morkvarg and his men descend on the garden. He was the sole pilgrim to escape with his life that day. Settled in Larvik. You'll find him at the landing there, provided he's not at sea.
Farewell.
The goddess You who grant us love, hatred, and strength. Freya, hear my prayer. Freya, grant me.
Here, put this on.
I need no more, fine?
Don't be a smartass, just...
I'm free. Free! At last! Oh, where's the tavern? I can eat a broiled pig. No, a side of beef. Wash it down with a cask of ale. Then to sea. They forgot me, no doubt. Well, I'll fucking remind them with a bang. In Novigrad, everywhere. I'm back!
Fair winds and all, but before you go, my reward?
Right. Nearly forgot.
Happens often. Too often.
Calm yourself. I'm a man of honor. Now listen. You'll go to Novigrad, to the bits. Find the vulture, the moneylender. Tell him Morkvarg sends his regards, and you'll know me to be a generous man. Farewell then. The sea beckons.
Grant my brother's strength, the sword lying light in his hand, and your guardian necks lie exposed. You... Greetings.
Morkvarg. Got a few more... They'll come for my reward.
But can you be sure that...
Morkvarg's gone. For good. Guaranteed, or you'll get your coin back.
I shall hold you to that, Witcher. You who grant us love, hatred, and strength. Grant my brother's strength, a sword lying light in his hand. You who grant us love.
shine.
What am I to do now?
Whoa!
Far from the worst weather when I... A roaring gale! Whoa!
How can I be of service? In times like these, don't pay to save coins on them.
What would you say to a few rounds?
Greetings.
Sure. Wouldn't mind if you...
Two.
You best take that back.
The gods will never forgive you for this.
Ye ain't welcome
Hey there.
Lovely scar. Wanna see mine?
Feeling any better?
Greetings. Impressive tavern.
Tavern? This ain't no tavern. 'Tis the House of Warriors.
Mm-hmm. So what do folk do in the House of Warriors? Fight?
At times, one will take the other and give him a good slapping, aye? But mostly, Folk come here to drink, eat, warm their bones by the fire, chatter a bit. Maybe listen to a skull bay to the moon.
About what folk do at a tavern.
You continentals don't understand a thing. You need some of our mead. Brewed wisdom at us.
What are you peddling? Yearning to play a few rounds of Gwent. That ought to set me straight.
Pray a smile upon you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Always did know how to win friends.
I was provoked.
Saw it happen. Wanted to talk to me about something?
Amos Var Ipsis, a specialist on djinns. Heard of him? I found a tome he'd penned in the Emperor's library. Var Ipsis set off for Skellige one day and was never heard from again. I asked some of the local folk. Some here still remember him.
Why are you even interested? Djinns are dangerous sometimes, and malicious all the time.
I remember. But the advantages outweigh the risks. If I can tame a djinn, I shall gain incredible power.
and that could be useful to us one of these days.
You sure this mage actually had a djinn?
His books strongly suggest he did. He describes taming one, harnessing energy from its power.
Nowhere to look for the mage and the djinn?
The locals say they last saw Amos's ship off the coast of Hindusfjall, just before a once-in-an-eon storm broke.
Doubt we'll find them then. Mage is probably fish food, and the djinn escaped.
Not necessarily. But even if it is so, I'll not give up without seeing some evidence. Will you help me? I've no gold to offer in reward, but I shall be ever so grateful.
Since you put it that way, fine. I'll help you.
Thank you. A boat awaits in the harbor. Come. Yes?
The pestilence still blows in the
Another
winds.
time.
See, you've managed to prepare everything already.
I have.
How could you possibly know I'd agree?
I didn't. Decided to risk it.
His new captive woman. She's from Nilfgaard, you know.
From Nilfgaard. And you let her share his bed?
He wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole. Just gives her a good looking over times, says the friendly. He hates her so.
Pendle watches over Clan Fierce.
Oh, that would make quick work of the beast.
Uncle said folk on the continent got heads like
You're
cats.
very
Lead the way.
Just once, you might try to take the initiative.
Would you even let me?
It would depend on the situation.
Priestesses are terrible crossway. You and the sorceress both.
The ship carrying the djinn sank somewhere in this area.
Not too precise as leads go.
I'll cast a spell on our boat. We'll know if there are any wrecks on the seafloor below us.
All right, let's get to work.
Mind if I take the helm?
I got a choice.
No.
Wonder if he's as strong as he is.
Watch it!
Ah. His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
trouble? Hello there. Pawning up.
Morkvarg sends his regards.
Here. Anyone asks, I don't know him. Never laid eyes on him.